Okay, we're recording. All right, awesome. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the team, you guys. I love new coach calls because it's new faces, and I know how excited you guys are. But I also know that you're probably like, oh my God, like there's so much information, and now I feel a little overwhelmed. And want you to know that it's completely normal. Like we've all felt it. I felt it when I started. I'm sure Darlene felt it when she started. Like it's just part of the business, right? And any new business that you're going to start, you're going to have that same feeling. Like anything new that you begin, there's a lot of things to learn, and that's what this is. And I think that I'd rather have a ton of information than like no info at all and be like squandering all around and not knowing what to do with myself. So take the information, sort through it, take it one day at a time, and you'll be good to go. But I just want to introduce myself. I know some of you I don't really know yet. So my name is Amy, and I am the founder of this incredible team, which has grown by like thousands since I started 7 years ago, which is incredible. So I have been a coach for 7 years. So I started Team Rise Up, and we've been a team for about 7 years. So we have actually been elite for 5 times, and I know you guys probably have no clue what that means, but what that means is that we are constantly growing, and we are constantly building up leaders in our team, and we're always helping people. So it's basically what elite is, and we're going for year 6 this year. We're so close. We're going to get there. So anyways, I am going to share my screen and get this thing going. Remember how to do that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Make sure that can you guys see that? I think, Darlene, you see it? Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So really, you guys, all I want to teach you guys tonight is how to launch your fitness business. Okay. What things you need to do to get started, what's going to really help you grow and stick with this, and really just the basics. A lot of it you might look at and be still a little confused, but I want you to know that that's also normal. And a lot of it you're going to learn in whatever team you're on training. So if it's Team Rise Up, we have Rise University. I know Team Fit Nique has their own training. So, you have the tools to learn more about what you're going to hear about on this call, whether it's Success Club or rank advancements. There's a wealth of information. So first, I just want to welcome you guys. Congratulations. You have joined an amazing company, an amazing team, and with a humongous heart. So kudos to you guys. We're happy to have you guys on the team. So I got to move our chat window because I can't see my scrolling bar. Here we go. Okay. All right, you guys. So first things first, okay? And if you guys have notebooks, you can take notes if you want to, but I'll also have this recorded. I'm a note taker, so I always take notes. But first things first, the most important part of this business is you. You are the most important part of this business. Your job is to work on yourself. That's number one, okay? And how cool is that, that our business is, like, our job is to work on ourselves and to improve ourselves, not just fitness-wise, with our own health and fitness journey, but we get to improve ourselves on the inside, right? With personal development, with things that we do out of our comfort zones, which help us to grow as people. It's just so awesome. So these are just some things that you can do to help get yourself going and working on yourself. So number one, get to know the products, okay? I know that when you're joining, you've only done probably one program, if any. It's like some of you are starting your first program, and that's fine. Like I think the best part about this business is you can start at any level. So what's cool is that you really have to get to know the products. Yes, our team page has so many coaches on it, and if you have a question about a different program that you've never done, you can look it up or you can ask on the team page. There's always going to be someone in our hundreds of people in our team pages that, has done a program. Okay. So you can always ask questions there. And then you really have to love the products. Okay. And they're going to grow on you. Like I was not like my first day I drank Shakeology. I was like, I just never had drank a shake. So it was something that I was unfamiliar with. But once I started mixing it up and, mixing up the recipes and all of that, I became completely hooked. So you really have to try things, even if it's outside your comfort zone. And I'm telling you right now, I'm in the Transform 20 test group. Cardio is not my thing. I hashtag cardio hater in all of my Instagram posts. So doing Transform 20 was really scary for me. And I was, really resistant to do it at first. I was really excited to be in the test group, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is not my jam. And I started it. And I can tell you 6 weeks later, I'm completely in love. It's completely changed my body. And it really goes to show you that doing things outside of your comfort zone can bring amazing results. So don't be afraid to try new things. Okay. Love the products. And then the third thing is you just have to tell people about the products and lifestyle. You have to get out there and share your journey on social media. Okay. Number 4, you got to help people change their life with the products. So that's literally it. It's you have to do the workouts, drink your Shakeology, follow the meal plan, follow the containers, and then share it and tell people about it, right? And then help them, okay? You can't get far in this business if you're just sharing on social media. You have to message people, invite them, and help them in your challenge groups. You have to invest in them, okay? And then number 5, tell those people that they can also help other people change their life. And that's where coaching comes into play, right? And I talk to everybody in my challenge groups about coaching because of the benefits and how it's changed my life and how I know that it could potentially change theirs, not just for the discount, but because of what it can do in our lives, okay? So working on yourself, that's number 1. You must help yourself before you help others. All right, so now we're gonna talk a little bit about the resources. Obviously you guys, and I love saying this because now you are a CEO of your own business, okay? And as much as we are there to help you and hold your hand, especially at the beginning, like we are there for you. But eventually you want to become an independent coach because we are independent Team Beachbody coaches. We are owning our own businesses, and that's the beauty of this thing. We can do it our own way. But we have so many resources to help you outside of whoever your upline or your coach is. Your coach online office. Okay, make sure you go to your coach online office. It's simply teambeachbody.com. You're gonna hover over, you're gonna sign in, hover over the word coach and click on coach online office. Okay, and that's all of your resources are there. And then we have our team page, whether you're on Team Fitnique or you're on Team Swoobs Nation or you're on Team Rise Up, whatever team you're on, we have a team page. Okay, if you are, if you have a smaller team, you may just be in Team Rise Up or Team Fitnique. And that's okay. But that team page is there to help you guys. The team page, you guys, is loaded with resources. In the file section, if you click on files, there is a ton of information that you can scroll through. There's scripts, there's all the past national calls and team calls are on there. Tons of personal development ideas, tons of stuff. And also utilize the search bar in Team Rise Up or whatever team page you're a part of. Utilize that search bar. Because anything that you search, before you ask a question, I always encourage my new coaches to search in the search bar. So if you want to know what a grand opening post looks like, you go to search bar, click grand opening post, type it in there, and voila, you have a ton of grand opening post examples to look at. Okay. Another page you should be liking or following on Facebook is Beachbody Champions. You gotta make sure you're following that, okay? Because that has so many videos and tons of information. They feature different coaches on that page who share via live video all the time, and it's always on a topic. And I'm still learning. 7 years later, I still go to that page and watch videos from there. It's like my personal development. Another thing, FAQ. Okay, so all of these things are great. Another thing is in your coach online office, if you look in the FAQ section, there's always tons of stuff there. If you search anything in FAQ, you'll find it. If you search Success Club, you're gonna learn all about Success Club. If you search, really anything, any rank, you'll learn all about it. So I always encourage my coaches to check FAQ before they ask questions or to Google too, right? YouTube and Google is the last one. Okay, when I didn't utilize YouTube when I started as a coach, but Brian, my husband, who we run this team together, he dove right into YouTube and he learned so much just by searching anything Beachbody related in YouTube. You can search Beachbody Challenge Group, Beachbody Success Club, Beachbody Emerald Coach. And there are top coaches and leaders in the company who have shared YouTube videos that will teach you everything you need to know. So YouTube, Google, all of these things are here for you. Also, calls, okay? And I don't have Fitnique's calls on here, and I don't have Swoobs Nation or any of those calls on here, but I'm sure your coach will let you know. But very important, you guys, the national wake-up call. Every single Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And you're going to want to write this down too on the team, is it Beachbody Coach 411 page on Facebook. Sometimes I want to say Team Beachbody, but it's just Beachbody Coach 411 on Facebook, okay? And they live stream the national calls every Monday. And it's okay, I know if you're at work, you can't catch it live, it's always on the page. You can go back and watch it later, okay? But those national calls, you guys are, I like to say it's a job requirement because they share so much. Every week there's a different topic, there's a different speaker. They'll have new coaches on the call sometimes that share, what's working for them and what's helped them to become successful as a new coach. So they do recognition. It's just really, really vital part of the business to be on those national calls. I've never missed one. If I miss it, I make sure I go back and watch it at some point that week. Okay. To me, it's part of my personal development. All right. Our team calls, we just switched them, which thankfully we don't even have a day of the week up here. We just said bi-weekly, but they used to be every other Monday. It was getting too hectic on cheer nights. So I switched them to every other Tuesday night. And now they're a little bit earlier. They're 8 p.m. Eastern. So those are all our team calls. You guys will have a team calendar at the top of your team pages. Okay, they're usually pinned to the top. I know Michelle has hers in Fitnique. I have mine in TRU. And it will have everything, any event that's happening that month will be on that team calendar. Okay, so the calls are listed there. Our live power hours are listed there. Anything that you need to know about is on that team calendar. Okay. All right, 4 vital behaviors. And I'm gonna preface this by saying that these are going to change very soon. They did come up with some new vital behaviors, but most of them are the same. I actually switched number 2 already because it used to be invite, and we switched it to share, connect, and invite. So, and all I really wanna say about the 4 vital behaviors is that if you guys are consistent with these 4 things every single day, you will have success in this business. And if you talk to any top coach in this business or any leader in the company, and you ask them what has helped them, 9 times out of 10, it'll be, I did the 4 vital behaviors every single day. Like I just was consistent. I showed up to my business. So these are pretty simple. Number 1 is just be proof the product works. Be working on yourself, right? Work out, drink your Shakeology, use your containers, follow the meal plan. Be proof the product works. If you are not being proof the product works, it's going to be really hard to get out there and share your journey, right? People, if you're messaging them and talking to them about your next challenge group or about coaching, and they go to your page and they don't see anything on your page on Instagram or on Facebook about what you're doing, whether it's your workouts or your meals, they're not going to believe that you're doing it, so they're not going to join you. So being proof the product works is number 1. Number 2, share, connect, invite. It used to be invite, but you can't just invite, like you can't just cold invite all the time. You have to make that connection. You have to share. Sharing comes first, then you make the connection, and then you invite, okay? So sharing your journey on social media, start conversations and talk to people, invite them to your next group. And I know this sounds really scary, right? Like some of you are like, ooh, like that sounds really petrifying. It doesn't have to be scary. It's really, really not. Literally just think about complimenting people, right? Or going and thanking them for the love on your post. You can literally start like 20 to 30 conversations a day just by people who are either watching your Instagram stories or are liking your post or commenting your post on Instagram or Facebook. And so simple. Hey girl, thanks so much for the love on my post. It really helps to keep me motivated. Are you on a health and fitness journey too? So easy. And I can tell you, I get so many answers from that one question. And people will write you a book like about, if they're on a health and fitness journey or not, or if they're, starting to, or if they're struggling. And that's the way to bridge that gap and start that conversation. So, and oftentimes I'll just go to their page and compliment them, like 3 of their pictures and comment on 1 of their pictures and just start chatting with them, right? Just get to know them. It's all about the relationship in this business. It's not about selling. It's about building a relationship. Number 3, personal development. I'm going to tell you guys that the physical transformation in this business is awesome, right? That's a great part of this, is staying on track and being accountable to our health and fitness goals. But personal development is what's going to change you on the inside. Like, I was never, ever confident in this business or with my body or anything. Like, I just struggled with self-confidence. That was my big, big downfall. And I could have like worked out every day and, you know, drank my Shakeology and ate healthy and have 6-pack abs, and I could look amazing. But if I had not done my personal development, I still wouldn't have felt good about myself. So, and what I want to tell you about personal development is, don't just read a book because someone else is telling you to read it. Read something that speaks to you, right? That you are struggling with. So maybe you are confident, right? Maybe you rock confidence, but you struggle with something else, right? Find books that are tailored to what you need help with, okay? And you don't have to read all the time, okay? Personally, I love waking up early and just sitting down with my book. I do love reading, but I also get personal development throughout the day in other ways. You can put in your AirPods, or you can put in, you know, a podcast in the car from your phone or from your radio. There's so many audiobooks, right? There's so many different ways. I'm listening to so many awesome podcasts right now. I'm sure I've written them all down. Maybe Darlene can share some, but I'm like drawing a blank. Oh my gosh, the coach one. Life Coach is one I listen to. Rachel Hollis. Yeah, Rachel Hollis is one that I've really, really been loving lately. She's going to be at Summit, you guys, so all the more reason.
It's Rise. It's the name of it.
I'll never forget that. It's Rise.
Mom is in Control is a really good one too. That's the one Megan listens to. Heather Chauvin, Mom is in Control.
Oh, I haven't read that one, or I haven't listened to that one. That's cool.
It's a good one. I'm not a mom, but it's a good one.
Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. All right. So you can multitask, right? Like, I have tasks at home that I hate to do. I freaking hate the laundry. Like, it's my least favorite task. But the thing that makes laundry more pleasing to me is by just listening to personal development while I'm folding laundry. Like, it just makes it that much easier. Okay. So make sure you're at least getting 10 to 15 minutes of personal development a day. And then eventually you're going to learn to love it, and you're going to be finding yourself, hard to tear yourself away from it. So it will help you so much, you guys. Number 4 right now is recognition. Recognition will be coming off of vital behaviors, and I'll be adding something else. But this just means celebrate. Celebrate every meaningful achievement, whether it's in your challenge groups or in your team page. Even if you have one coach on your team and you've signed your first coach, celebrate every little thing. If they made their first post, celebrate it, right? If they shared on their Instagram stories for the first time, shout them out or shoot them a message. Like, that's what Beachbody is amazing at, is recognition. You're going to see it in the company. You're going to see it on our team page. You're going to see it in our challenge groups. It's just the thing that I love the most about that. I mean, who doesn't love recognition, right? So it's just really cool. All right. So those are the 4 vitals. All right. So first thing, as a new coach, okay? So this is your first goal. This needs to be changed. These are new slides, and we apparently spelled this wrong. First goal as a new coach, not first coach as a new coach. So your first goal as a new coach is to help 3 people get started with a program in Shakeology, okay? And that's just what we call a challenge pack. Probably what you guys started with, like, that's all you have to help someone else do, is get started with a challenge pack, okay? That's your first goal, is to help 3 people. That means that you've hit Success Club, okay? And you're gonna learn a lot more about Success Club in our trainings, but you want to make sure that you're an active coach to hit Success Club, or you will not hit Success Club. So that just means that you have to have your 90 PV on Home Direct. So that's your Shakeology. You have to stay active with your Shakeology every month, or performance supplements. Just make sure you have at least, I think it's at least 50 PV actually, but 90 is great because you know that you're never going to go inactive, and it's on Home Direct, so you never have to worry about when I can order this one. So active, and then helping 3 people a month. Okay, that is what is called Success Club. Okay, so many rewards go with Success Club. Like, it's, I could talk about it forever, but it's just awesome. So your challenge pack is going to get you 2 points. Okay, and your minimum to hit Success Club is 5 points. So if you help 3 people, you have 6 points. Each challenge pack, or Shakeology on Home Direct, or performance on Home Direct, is 6 points. So you've hit Success Club 5. So, and how I like to think about this is that, you know, if you were in a corporate business and they told you that you had to sell 3 things that month to stay in the business, like you'd get written up or you'd get fired if you didn't, you know, sell those 3 things. For us, like, it's just helping 3 people. That's it. It's just literally changing 3 people's lives. So when I was told as a new coach that I needed to hit Success Club, I didn't know the last thing about what it was, but I saw my coach on these trips, these free trips. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, like, I can't afford to go on vacation. I can't afford to bring my kids anywhere. I would love to do this. So let me learn more about Success Club so that I can earn these free trips. And that's something that hitting Success Club will help you do. If you do it consistently every month, you will earn what we call trip dollars. Okay. And every month that you hit that minimum of Success Club 5 or Success Club 10, which is helping 5 people, you'll start earning trips. And Darlene and I have been on so many Success Club trips together, and it is just so fun. It's just one of those trips where you can sit back and relax. It's not all business. You can get to know your team. You can get to know your friends on this trip, and it's just something. They're always going to like tropical, amazing places. And just to name a few, it's been, you know, Disney was one of our early on ones. We got to bring our kids to Disney, and that was really early on in my coach experience, and it just felt so amazing to be able to like bring them, right? Cancun, Punta Cana, cruises, they totally like charter the cruise ship with it's all Beachbody coaches. It's crazy. So it's just amazing. And it was the first thing that stood out in my mind that I was like, I'm going to nail Success Club every single month because I want to earn that trip every single year, right? So it became a non-negotiable for me. And I tell my coaches the same thing. I'm like, dude, if you love to travel and you love to go places, it's the most simple goal. Just got to help 3 people a month, and you will be on these trips with us every single year. So that's it, you guys. I mean, it's the foundation of our business is helping people. And that's what Success Club is. Super simple. So definitely, you know, look more into that in our coach training. We have a lot more about Success Club that you're going to learn about. But truthfully, you guys, I've hit Success Club every month since I started, except for 2 months in my first year around the holidays. I don't know what happened, but I just fell short. But I don't even know. I've kind of lost count, but I am considered a Success Club legend. But I haven't done anything out of the ordinary. I've just been super consistent, and I've seen my income grow every single month. And I think that's been aside from the trips, it's been the biggest reward, is to see that I'm earning income every single month and it's growing every month because I'm helping more people, right? Like, how amazing is that? It's just so cool. All right, so that's Success Club. Like I said, I could talk about Success Club forever. Okay, let's just talk really quickly a little bit more, because you guys are all new coaches. And as new coaches, you can earn a free ticket to Summit. You still have time, okay? So if you are in Success Club, well, actually, November, December, January now. So you can start fresh next year, earn your ticket to Summit next year. You have to earn Success Club in your first 3 months as a coach. So at least Success Club 5, helping 3 people. Your first month, you're going to get recognition from Beachbody and, of course, from us. You're also going to get a call with Carl Deichler, our CEO. The second month, you'll get more recognition. And the third month, you'll get a free ticket to Summit. So awesome, awesome reward to go for. Like, shoot for it. It's amazing. You get a free ticket to Summit. It is the event of all events. You can probably see it on our team page. There's so much momentum with the sale that was happening yesterday, and the last day was yesterday, but there's still time. So you can still get to Summit for sure. Book your ticket. It's going to be amazing. I know. I'm looking at some of your faces, and I know some of you have registered. One of my new coaches joined like 2 days ago and registered for Summit and bought her ticket. So I was like, whoa, it's amazing. It truly is the best investment you can make in your business, is getting to Summit. You're going to learn so much, and you come away with some amazing aha moments that could change your business. So plus you get to meet your team. It's really cool. We have a team party. We always have a team party. So it's fun stuff. Okay. So step number 1, you want to make sure that you commit to a challenge group start date. Okay. That doesn't have to be your own challenge group. As a new coach, we always welcome you into our challenge groups. Okay. So you are welcome to be in my challenge group, in Darlene's challenge group. Like, that is where you should be, because we want you to get results. We want you to learn how to run your challenge group through being in our challenge groups. And then literally you can take stuff from our challenge groups and use it all and start your own challenge group. So we make it really easy. It's very duplicatable. And what your goal is as a new coach is to invite 3 people, to bring 3 people to your coach's challenge group. Okay. Your coach might be running it, but you're going to check in with your challengers. You're going to message them. You're going to, check in with them daily and see how they're doing, or weekly. You're going to be the one to help them, but they'll have the support of a larger community in a larger boot camp or challenge group. So, so that's that. But you want to make sure too that you are getting an invite out there, right? Like we call it a call to action. But first, even before you do this, you guys, and I know a lot of my new coaches have already done this, but you want to make sure that you put your grand opening post out there. Okay, so your grand opening post won't look exactly like this, but you want to make sure that you share your why you're starting this business or why you're starting this challenge group on your social media via a picture of, what motivates you, whether it's a before and after of yourself, or a picture of your kids because your kids motivate you, or just a picture of your before because you're ready to have your after, right? And then just share why you started this business and what your goal is. And then just lay it all out there and be yourself. That's your grand opening post. There's lots of examples in all of our team pages. I know my new coaches have a welcome document that they download, and there's all the examples are there. So that's your grand opening post. That's step number 1. Most of my coaches do it within the first couple days, because the sooner you do it, you guys, that grand opening post could bring you in, a couple people could respond and join your groups, okay? And don't worry, if people don't respond, you're just starting to share a journey, and people need to learn to love and to trust and to know you, right? So you have to keep consistent with it. All right, so this is my little call to action. As you can see, it's just sharing a part of my story. And then at the end, there is, I don't know if I showed the end here. But anyways, at the end, there's a call to action, right? So that's that. And before and afters, you guys do great. If you don't have a before and after, you're welcome to use any of ours on our team page. Like look up progress pictures or transformation pictures on our team page, and there'll be plenty. Okay, so what we all look at as the scary part is the invites, okay? But like I said, it doesn't have to be scary. You just have to become a conversation expert. That's it. Your goal is to connect with 3 new people per day for 20 new people per week, okay? Not too bad. You're not really reaching out to close them, okay? Which means you're not reaching out to them to sell them something, okay? You're reaching out to open the door, to plant a seed. That's it. Okay, be brief, be excited, be excited. Even if this is brand new to you and you have just started these workout programs, be excited about what is to come and what your goal is and how you're super excited to achieve it and to be in this challenge group that your coach is running. And then end every message with a CTA, which we call a call to action. And that's just a question that you're gonna ask. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this. I'm ready to drop that last 10 pounds and to push through the holidays. Who's ready to do this with me, right? As simple as that. So find their need before you try to fix their need. Okay, the more questions you ask people, the more they open up to you, and the more they're bringing up things that you can help them solve. So oftentimes people will tell me, I don't have the time, or I really struggle with my nutrition. My portion sizes are awful. I have a horrible sweet tooth. I'm constantly eating candy. I have solutions for all of that, right? We do. We have Shakeology, which helps your nutrition and also helps your sweet cravings and gives you energy. We're going to have 20-minute workouts very soon. We have 30-minute workouts. There is a solution to every part of what we have to offer that someone's going to talk to you about. So, but you have to really find their need before you fix their need, right? They need to see the value before they understand the price. I love that. They need to see the value before they understand the price. If you're just going to throw a price at them, they're going to look at it and they're probably going to, go in the other direction. See you later. But if you help them to see why they want to do this and why they should invest in it, that price, once you share it, it's not going to matter. They're going to be like, oh, all right, I'm totally into this. I think this could totally help me. So I think that's super, super important to just make sure you connect on that level. Ask more questions. All right, let's recognize and welcome objections as part of the process. Okay, you're going to hear objections. You're going to hear no. I still hear no, you guys. 7 years later, still hear it every day. but I don't let it get me down. I don't let it shut that door, because no doesn't always mean no. Actually, oftentimes it doesn't. People are just afraid, or they don't know you well enough yet, or they haven't seen your journey unfold yet, and they need time to see you being consistent. So, just welcome those objections as something that you can eventually share on your social media. Like, I see objections as, oh my gosh, that gives me something to post about on social media. That person says that, she doesn't have the money. Well, I'm going to explain the value in my next post of what we have to offer and what I can offer people. Or they say they don't have time. I'm going to talk about this new 20-minute program coming out, or this 30-minute workout I'm doing from home, right? I don't have to drive to the gym. So just try not to let those objections get you down, because oftentimes those people come back to you. They see what you're doing. They're like, okay, she's sticking with it. I see her results. Like, I'm ready to do this. Use the scripts in the files section of the team page. I don't always use scripts anymore because I like to tailor my posts to every person. But as a new coach, those scripts will really help, and you can rearrange the words and make them your own. Just please sound like yourself, okay? You want to be you. Also, don't be afraid of the cost, okay? Don't be afraid of the cost. Think about the amazing value. I want you guys to think about for a second what comes in that path that you just got, okay? Don't think about the price. Think about that you have a trainer in your living room, that you have workouts you can access from home, that they're 30 minutes, you don't have to drive to the gym. You have a meal plan, which is like having a nutritionist in your own home. And you have a coach. You are the best part of this value, of this challenge pack. You, not anything else. So even if you don't share a thing on your page about, the challenge pack or the program you're doing, they're going to get to know you and want you to help them because of what they see you're doing. So you are the value, and just know that you're awesome, right? And you can help someone in so many ways. And this package comes with everything that they need to succeed. Okay. And then also, don't send your link right away. The link doesn't, we're not about selling. It's not going to look salesy. And when you send a link in a message, it's going to look salesy. Okay. I don't do that till the very, very end. Okay. And don't show up and throw up. I know it's so hard. And I did this, and I'm going to tell you that it's not good. And I didn't know. I didn't have a coach telling me what to do, what to say. So I went into my inbox, and I was so excited. It was like 2 days after I signed up as a coach. I'm sitting at Julia's gymnastics class and messaging like all of my Facebook, which wasn't many, like maybe 30, 35 Facebook friends, but I messaged them all. I'm surprised I had any friends after that. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I just joined this company and I became a coach, and I think you'd be so amazing. You want to join this business with me? And I kept going on and talking about everything about the business. And it was puking, and it was awful. And I think only one of my family members said, okay, I'll join. But everybody else was like, either didn't answer or was like, yeah, no, I'm good, thanks, right? So don't do that. Don't show up and throw up. As excited as you are, make it about them, okay? And then follow up forever, okay? Follow up is so important in this business. It's probably one of the most vital things. You don't want to lose touch with people. And whether your system to follow up with people is just writing names in a notebook, make sure you always have that notebook to follow up with people. Uh-oh. Hey, Dar, am I cutting out? It says my internet is unstable. I'm good?
Yeah, a little bit, but you're good now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so follow-up is just super, super important, because people might not be ready when you talk to them, but when you come around later on, it might be their time. They may have seen your journey unfold. They may be ready personally themselves. So follow-up is super, super important. All right. All right. Your second goal as a coach. So the first goal as a coach was Success Club. Your second goal as a coach is Emeralds, okay? Emerald is super, super easy. And I know this is like a graphic, and hopefully it makes sense. But as you can see, there's a coach over here. That's you, okay? You have to be an active coach to achieve any level of rank, which means we've already talked about that. You have to be active at 50 PV, okay? To be an Emerald coach, you have to have 2 coaches, one on your right leg, one on your left leg. And they also have to be active, meaning they have to have 50 PV, okay? So they have to have started the same way you did, the Challenge Pack or Shakeology and Home Direct. And this can be super simple, you guys. It literally can be your spouse or your best friend, right? And how I like to think about this is sharing this business is kind of like sharing your favorite restaurant, right? Like you're so excited, maybe you've opened a restaurant, right? You've opened a new restaurant, you're so excited to share it, you reach out to your family about it, and of course, you think they're gonna turn you down and not go to your restaurant that you just opened and spent a lot of time on. They're gonna eat there. So I see this as the same thing, right? You just join this new business, you're so excited about it, reach out to the people that you love and that you would love to have first on your team, right? As your first 2 coaches. A lot of people do sign their spouse, okay? Because that way this is going way too far into it, but you can actually control your spouse's business center. They don't have to be a coach. But Brian doesn't, now that he's in the business, he works the business, but he doesn't grow his team. I put coaches under him, which help him rank advance as well. So that's going too deep, but you'll learn that in your training. But literally your neighbor, your coworker, think of a list of people that you would love to have on your team and just approach it, be excited about it, and just talk to them, right? When you become an Emerald coach, you're pretty much open for business, okay? You start earning team cycle bonuses, which is the residual income in this business. And I mean, that's when everything starts happening. You start earning free leads from Beachbody, okay? It's just awesome stuff. So hitting Emerald is super important. You literally could do it in a week, right? You could do it by next Thursday, you could be an Emerald coach, like no doubt. Okay, I've seen it happen. It's definitely happened. So it's totally, totally possible. And I want you to think about that every time you see a goal that's hard. I've heard this on a podcast or something. Every time you see a goal that's far-fetched or very hard, or you think it's hard, just tell yourself it's totally possible. It's totally possible. Okay, so, and as you can see, this is kind of how we go up in rank a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go up to Ruby. Most people skip over Ruby. I've never hit Ruby. It's just a little bit harder to obtain Ruby because you only have 4 coaches, and 2 of those coaches, 1 on each leg, has to be an Emerald coach as well. So it's a little bit easier to hit Diamond because you have more coaches, which gives you a better chance for 2 of them to obtain Emerald, or to get Emerald. So 4 coaches on each leg have to be active, 1 on each leg has to be Emerald. Then you're a Diamond coach, okay? That is eventually the goal. And then it moves on to Star Diamond, which I'm not gonna get into. But this is the way to build your business long-term. Like you can help people, you can build your challenge groups, but if you're not building your team, your income isn't going to grow significantly. Okay, so this is when I started rank advancing, that's when I started seeing that residual income come in, and I would make money while I was on vacation or sleeping at night and all of that. Like that's when your team grows and you're helping your team grow. They start doing what you're doing and you start earning through what they're doing. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so that is ranks. All right, so sharing on social media, and I've already heard this from some of my new coaches that this is one of the things that scares them, is sharing selfies or things on social media. And I want you guys to know that it was a little weird for me at first, right? I'll admit it. It was really weird. I was like, oh my God, like I'm taking pictures of myself. But I always saw it as I'm just going to post a picture, and even if it just helps one person or inspires one person, then it's worth it, right? And I sucked at social media when I first started. It didn't look anything like this at all. It was awful. But you don't want to post stock pictures or stock images or pictures of challenge packs or stock pictures of Transform 20 or whatever program you're doing. You want your social media to be you, because people want to follow you. They don't want to purchase the product. They want to purchase you, who are going to help them succeed in this business or in their challenge group. So sharing all of you, okay? That doesn't mean you're going to share every picture Beachbody, okay? Your profile on your Instagram is going to say who you are, right? What do you love? And I want all of you to think about 5 things. I call them the 5 pillars that you love about yourself, or that makes you unique. Okay, what makes Jody Jody? What makes Courtney Courtney? What makes you different, Courtney, from Ashley, right? So those 5 things you're gonna write down, and those are the things that you're gonna share about on social media, on your stories, on your Instagram page, on Facebook, whichever avenue you choose to share on, that's what you're gonna share, right? So as you can see, I'm not all Beachbody. There are some workout pictures, but you see my kids, you see my dog, right? I talk about my dog a lot in my stories. He's in my stories all the time because I literally talk to him during the day. But you see transformation pictures, okay? You see workout pictures. You see pictures with me and Julia and me and Jack and, you know, other types of pictures. So you have to really just post about who you are. Don't lose yourself and just post Beachbody all the time. Yes, you're going to sprinkle in Beachbody. Darlene does an amazing job at this. Go follow her Instagram. She does a great job taking pictures. Your picture should be bright and clear and crisp. We have lots of calls on social media, on Instagram. You can go into our team pages and search Instagram and watch a bunch of calls on how to do that. And you can go on YouTube. Literally, I learn a lot from Instagram on YouTube. So lots of information. But yes, you're a coach. It's written right here, but that's not all you are. Share all aspects of your life and journey, okay? And be consistent with it, right? At least make sure you're posting one a day on your page, okay? You can post more. Use your Instagram as an accountability partner, okay? I love that. We learned that at leadership this year. Amy Rada, okay? You guys, if you want to write down a name to follow someone who uses her Instagram as an accountability partner, it's Amy, R-A-D-A, Rada. She shares everything, and she will share sometimes 4 to 5 times a day, but she has grown her following because she's who she is. Like, she's all about who she is and no apologies, whatever. She posts about herself and everything about what she does every day, right? So, you know, go check it out. Go watch her stories. You know, go watch other top coaches or leaders in the business or leaders on our team. Watch how they share on their stories. Watch how they share on the Instagram pages. And don't copy, obviously, but take what they're doing and recreate it and make it you, make it who you are, and have your post be in your voice, okay? Because you want people to follow you for you. Can't stress that enough. Okay, so that's social media. And remember, there's all sorts of trainings. We have Instagram trainings. We have all sorts of stuff to help you, okay? And another question you want to ask yourself too is, before you post, ask yourself what you want your audience to get from it. And would it stop their scroll? Okay, first the picture is going to stop their scroll, right? Like if you're looking in a library, it's the cover often that stops you, and then it's the writing on the inside. So that picture has to be bright. There's lots of filters out there you can use to brighten your pictures. Just make sure you're very consistent with it. If you use one filter, use it on every picture because it really helps to make the page cohesive. And as you can see, I use the same filter on every picture. I do my quotes. Every third picture is my quote, so it kind of lines up my quotes. And I just do the quotes, you guys, because they get a lot of engagement. My quotes get more likes than my pictures most of the time. So that's never going to go away. That's there. But make it unique. Your page should be you. If you love darker colors, then use a darker filter. But make sure they're clear and crisp. Okay. All right. So the power of consistency and patience. So this is just some examples of I told you I wasn't good on social media, right? I posted a picture of a butt on Brazil butt lift. This is ridiculous. How many likes did I get there? Not many. I know. Anyways, what not to do, you guys. Don't post a picture of your Shakeology bag, okay? Or your shaker cup that's turned around so the Shakeology is literally in front of your face. Like, we want to create curiosity, okay? You don't want people looking at your picture and being like, oh, she drinks Shakeology, I'm gonna go buy it from someone else, right? I'm not even gonna reach out to her. You want people to look at your picture of your Shakeology and be like, oh my God, that looks so amazing and so tasty. It just got sprinkles on it with a little bit of whipped cream on top, and I so wanna know what that is, right? So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna message you. They're gonna be like, what are you drinking, right? And then you can start telling them about how this has been your breakfast for so long and it gives you energy, and you can dive into what it is. So create that curiosity. Don't just put Brazil Butt Lift, the name of your program, with a butt on it, and just plaster it on your page, because it's not you. They're not seeing your face. You know, go to Darlene's page. Speaking of Shakeology, she posts the most like drooling pictures of Shakeology. Like I look at hers for like reference sometimes. I'm like, how can I take a picture of my shake the way Darlene does? Because she just does it really good. So I'm glad you're on this call, Darlene, so I can use it as an example. Oh gosh. Anyways. Okay, so these 2 pictures right here, they're not personalized. No one, are you going to stop your scroll on these things? Like, really? No. I wouldn't either. So it screams salesy too, you guys. The least, part of this business that I would, when I first started, was I did not want to look salesy, and we're not. Beachbody is not a salesy company, so don't scream salesy in your pictures, okay? Also, if you look at my post, like what I wrote, actually, I don't think, oh yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of what I wrote, but there's no story in these. There's no story. You want to share a story in your posts, you want to share you. So that's not any of what I did there. This is a little bit better, okay? So this is personalized. This is eye-catching. You're on the beach. It's bright. It's light. It shares my journey. It tells a story, and it inspires. That's what I want to do to my audience. I want to inspire them, okay? Some coaches want to make them laugh or, engage them. And, I just, you're all going to have different personalities and want to reach your audience in different ways. And I'm more of like, how can I inspire them today? How can I encourage them and motivate them? Like, that's my jam. So anytime you're at, like, let's say you're on a vacation or you're outside, like, take a series of pictures and store them on your phone. You don't have to be in real time. Like, honestly, like, your Instagram shouldn't be on real time all the time. Like, you got to use pictures from the past or pictures that you've taken. Like, I was outside today and I took some pictures near my garage. I took some out in the backyard. Like, just take some pictures to utilize later, and then you can add your story to it later on. Or, you guys, it doesn't even have to be a long, wordy story. There's many pictures that I post that just have a couple lines of like a quote with my feelings about the quote, and that's all. And it still does just as good. So this is more of an example of what to do. Okay. And notice there's nothing Beachbody about it. I'm in a bathing suit with some rolls showing there. So it's just me being me, right? It's me being me. Okay. Now, there are a lot of similarities with your fitness and your business journey, okay? The first thing is that your fitness journey, just like your business journey, isn't going to happen overnight. I tell all my new coaches that think they're going to get their first paycheck like the first day or the first week, that it doesn't happen overnight. Like, you're not going to lose 10 pounds overnight. You're not going to make $100 your first day, right? So make sure you understand that this takes time, just like your fitness journey takes time. Your business journey also takes time. And I promise you guys, if you're consistent over time, it's that compound effect. You will see it start to grow as long as you're consistent. With your fitness journey, you have to track your fitness journey to see results, right? So you're tracking your meals, you're tracking your workouts, you're checking your workouts off your calendar. It's making you motivated. You also have to track your business, right? How many invites are you sending out? How many new conversations are you starting? How many, new followers did you get today? Those are all things that you can track, right? And see what you might be able to switch around the next day to do even better the next day. So the next thing is success is twofold. Your fitness and your nutrition, right? You have to. You can't just work out every day. I've done it in the past when I used to go to the gym. I'd work out, I'd go home, and I'd eat crap, and I wouldn't see results. So you're not going to see success if you're not doing both of them, right? You can be eating healthy, you might see some results, but you're not gaining muscle or tone because you're not working out. Same thing with your business. You can't just be posting publicly without talking to people privately, okay? You have to be in your inbox messaging people. It goes by the same way, the other way around. You can't be just messaging people and not sharing on your social media, because they're gonna go as social proof to your page and be like, hey, she's inviting me to this like challenge group that she's got going on, and I don't see a thing about fitness on her page or her journey. So it's twofold. You gotta do both to have results. All right, as soon as you stop, the results get farther away. It's so true, right? Like, as soon as you stop, it becomes a little bit harder to get motivated again, right? The same thing with your business. If you take like a week off or a couple weeks off, it's gonna be really hard to gain that traction again, and people aren't gonna trust you as well, right? They're gonna be like, hey, I don't know where she went off her social media, but she must have went off her plan, and now like I'm gonna join a different coach because she's not being as consistent, right? It's awesome accountability. It's what's kept me on track for 8 years on my health and fitness journey, is because I have showed up. I've just showed up in my business and in my fitness. So when you're consistent with that, people will trust you and want to join you, okay? Comparison is this thief of joy. I can't stress that enough. You guys put on your blinders, right? With your fitness and your business. This is your journey and your journey alone. Okay. So literally, like, stay this way, like, stay straight ahead of you. Don't look to the side, to the left or the right and think, gosh, this girl's losing. She lost 10 pounds in like 2 weeks and I'm still like, I haven't lost anything, right? Everybody's body is different. Everybody's going to lose weight in different areas and different time frames at different, paces, right? Same thing with your business. Like, don't look at all the new coaches that you've signed up with that have signed up around the same time as you and see, oh my gosh, that girl just hit Success Club and Emerald in her first like month as a coach, and I can't even like get one sale. I can't even help one person. It all happens at your own pace. Okay. And I don't know if some of you might be like super brand new, but Heather, one of my top coaches on my team, shared on the team call last week that, she's been in this business 6 years and she's taken a little bit longer to grow and to rank advance. But because she never gave up, she's now seeing success and she's about to quit her full-time job. So sticking with it, no matter how long or short your journey is, like, just keep going at it. Okay. Give this business time, just like your fitness needs time. Okay. And then the last one is just don't overcomplicate. Okay. This business, I'm not going to say it's easy because no business is. And I'd be lying if I told you that I make over 6 figures in an easy business, because it's not. And I think about it like, okay, I'm making what some doctors make, but I'm still grinding, right? But it's fun work and I love it, right? Which is just still mind blowing to me. But it takes work. It takes hustle. It takes time. You guys have to set aside time in your business, at least an hour, right? Just an hour, just to focus. It doesn't even have to be one block of time. It can be, when I first started, I was a nanny. I worked full time. I worked 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. I woke up a little bit earlier. I worked while the kids napped. I just found time. Darlene is another, here, I'm going to use you again, Darlene. She works full time. She's a photographer, right? She's busy. She's grown a successful business because she's stuck with it and she's made time, right? None of us really have time. Like, we're all busy. If you talk to people every day on social media, I'll talk to people and the first thing they say is, I'm so busy, right? It's not the busy. It's the, how passionate are you about this and how much do you want this to work for you? Because, you will make it happen if you really, really, truly want this to work for you. So don't overcomplicate it though, because these steps, everything that you need to do daily is super simple, but you have to be committed and you have to show up every day, right? You have to show up. You are now the owner of your own business. You have to treat it like that. Okay. All right. So those are fitness and business. Yep. As with anything, it works if you work it. All right. So what would you do with an extra $800? Sounds amazing, right? Not too hard, you guys. I don't even know if you can see this full screen here. Okay, there we go. All right. So what would $800 do for you guys, right? Especially this time of the year. Like, holy cow, you could buy your Christmas presents in cash, which would be amazing, right? You only have to help 3 people a month enroll with the challenge pack. Okay, and this shows you how, right? And that's just Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology, or Beachbody On Demand with performance supplements. You hit Success Club, you earn, we're just gonna use the $50 example here, okay? So your month 1, you help 3 people, $50 commission on the challenge pack, that equals $150, okay? That's month 1. You've made $150 by helping 3 people. It's amazing, right? Month 2. Okay, so what's gonna happen, you guys, is when you're really invested in your challenge groups and you're helping your challengers succeed, those people in your groups are gonna see success, okay? They're gonna stick with Shakeology because it's working for them. So all of a sudden, you're not only gonna get your 3 new people, but you're gonna have 3 of your customers from the previous month reorder their Shakeology, okay? So that's gonna get you the HD commission, which is their home direct commission. So you're gonna have $150 in month 2 from your 3 new people. And then you're gonna have $96 from your recurring customers that ordered Shakeology again. Okay, so your total in month 2 is $246. That's pretty amazing. Month 3, Okay, you help 3 more people, and now you don't just have the 3 people from the previous month, but you have the 3 people from the month before that. So you have 6 previous customers who are killing it, rocking it, getting results, still ordering their Shakeology. 50 times 3 is 150. Shakeology and Home Direct, $32 times 6 people is 192. Total that is 396 for month 3. Total all 3 of those months together, just by hitting success of 5 in each and every month, helping 3 people each month, $792 in your first 3 months as a coach. Like, it's amazing, right? And that's just helping the minimum of 3 people to get started with all of this. So that's amazing, right? So let's everyone aim to pay for their Christmas presents in cash this year. How awesome would that be? Okay, so what now? All right, so now you're thinking, okay, I know the basics, like what do I do now? Well, you want to start going through your team's training, okay? Our Rise University is Team Rise Up's Facebook page. It's a separate Facebook page. It's a self-paced training, okay? Literally all my new coaches do is tag me under the post that they do during that day so I can follow through with them and see how they're doing. And then when they're done, they get a big shout out on our team page that they've completed the Rise University, which is so exciting, right? So that's the first thing. You want to make sure you finish that training. Also, at the same time, though, you want to commit to your program. And hopefully all of you, your coaches helped you to choose a program that's right for your goals, okay? I don't ever tell anyone who joins my team what program they should be doing, that they should be doing the newest program, because that might not be right for their goals. So, like, let's say Ashley wanted to do Body Beast, but she didn't really want to gain muscle. I'd be like, okay, girl, no, we're not doing Body Beast. You need to find a program that you need tailored to your goals. So we help them pick the right program. So make sure you talk to your coach, get hooked up with the right program for the time frame that you need, or the time of day that you need, or like the minutes that you need each day. Drink your Shakeology, you guys. Drink your Shakeology. I hear so many coaches say that they've got stacks and stacks of bags of Shakeology that they haven't drank, and I'm like, what? Like, how does that happen? Like, it's so amazing, you guys. You're like sitting on liquid gold. Like, it's incredible stuff. Your superfoods, it's your healthiest meal of the day. Drink it, okay? I didn't put this on here, but make sure you're following the meal plan, you guys. I'm seeing this right now from my Transform 20, is that my summertime was awful. I did lift 4 over the summer, but I fell off track on my nutrition. I wasn't consistent. I'd eat out all the time, and I just didn't follow a plan. So I did not get results from lift 4. I might have gotten a little bit, but I didn't get the results that I should have. I started Transform 20. And by working out 20 minutes a day for 6 days a week and following that meal plan, I'm down 11 pounds in 6 weeks. And I've gotten like tone all over that I've never seen before by doing cardio 20 minutes a day on a step. So nutrition is key, you guys. If you want to share your results, and you want epic results, it's the nutrition plan. You have to commit to that, okay? And then 10 minutes of personal development a day. And you can start at 10 and then work up from there. But you guys, it's game changer right there. Personal development will help you so much. And if you struggle with confidence like I do, I tend to attract my tribe. So a lot of my coaches struggle with the same things, which is fine. You want to attract your tribe, but I'm here to help. And I have books that have helped me, and it's Mastering Your Mean Girl, You Are a Badass. These are 2 books that I've read. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the other one that I'm on the 2nd time reading it. Oh my God, help me. Rachel Hollis, Girl Wash Your Face. How could I forget that? So Girl Wash Your Face, I've literally read it twice through. I love it. It's amazing. Okay, order it on Amazon. It's an amazing book. And listen to her podcast in the car. It will change your life. It's amazing. So those are just a few recommendations. And then as far as business type books to grow the business, what helped me in the beginning was GoPro by Eric Worre, The Slight Edge by Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, Slight Edge is by someone else. Just drawing lots of blanks tonight. But so those are the things you need to commit to, okay? And then you just commit to sharing your journey and inviting, okay? And I'm seeing so many of my new coaches right now succeed at this because they're committed to their program. Like, if you commit to your program and your personal development, you have 2 posts right there that you can make every day on social media and share on your stories. You can share little workout clips of yourself, Yes, it'll be uncomfortable at first, but I promise the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. And you'll feel more confident. I didn't feel confident starting, but now I love stories. I love sharing on social media. So you can share from your personal development every day. What's one thing you learned from your personal development today? Take an amazing picture of yourself, share something you learned in your personal development, whether it's a quote or just spin off some motivation from it. There you go. You have 2 posts that day. Okay. But you have to begin sharing your journey and inviting people to join you. Okay. So don't wait until you guys feel ready. Okay. Or don't wait to start inviting or sharing your journey until you're done with the Rise University training or the Fitnik training. You want to start now. Okay. Because you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities if you wait until you see results. People want to see your whole journey. They want to feel relatable to you. And they're going to feel more relatable to you if they're watching your journey unfold and they see you starting from the get-go. They're going to be so inspired. There are people in our Transform 20 group that have hundreds of pounds to lose, like 100 or plus pounds to lose. And they're doing Transform 20 on a step, modifying. And it's just so inspiring. Like I get teary-eyed and I get goosebumps watching them share their videos on the Transform 20 test group page. It's amazing. And they're dropping weight like you would not believe, like 40 pounds in 6 weeks, right? Like it's insane. So, inspiration comes from the journey. So you really have to start today. Start when you start your journey. And then don't get overwhelmed, okay? I know you're going to feel overwhelmed in the beginning because it is, there's a lot of stuff to think about, but it really truly is the basics. And when you get overwhelmed, take a step back and just take a deep breath and be like, I'm just going to focus on me right now. Because if you're focusing on you and your journey, your personal development, the rest will come, right? The rest will come. So one step, one conversation, there's another spelling error we got to fix. One goal at a time, like literally one thing at a time, one day at a time, and you guys will get there. All right. So we've come to that point of questions, but before we go to questions, you guys can think of any questions that you have, and you can put them in the chat bar or you can unmute yourself. There's a little chat box you guys can type in. But I'm just going to share really quickly one of the main things in this business that's going to help you to succeed in the long run, and that is to have a why. Okay, you guys have to have a reason for wanting this business to work for you, for wanting to remain on your health and fitness journey. If you don't have a why, you can know all the business basics, you can know everything about this business in and out, but if you don't have a why that you're striving for that's going to help you push through every day, because it's not always rainbows and unicorns and butterflies. You could look at this business and be like, this is so amazing. But we all have tough days. So you have to have a why that's going to push you through those tough days. Okay. My why in the beginning was I wanted to be home with my kids in the worst way. I wanted to be home with them. And I saw this as that avenue that was going to get me there. And a year into the business, I was able to double, triple my nanny income so that I could stay home. Okay. Your why is going to change over the year. When you're in this business, it's going to change because you're going to accomplish things. You're going to be like, okay, I made that why happen. That's amazing. Now what's going to push me forward on those days? What's going to push me through those no's and those objections, and what's going to push me through? So you have to reevaluate and find that why. And sometimes you have to peel away the layers, right? Sometimes it's going to sound like something so simple, like, I want to earn a couple $100 more a month. Well, you have to ask yourself why. Why do you want to earn a couple more $100 a month, right? So then my why became, my husband doesn't ever get to see our kids. He works 60, 70 hours a week. He sees them an hour before bed every day. I wanted that more than I wanted myself home. So that drove me after I was able to stay home, and he joined the business because we wanted us both to be available to our kids. We wanted to both be there for them. And honestly, we just wanted him to be home a few more hours every week. But we put our heads down and we worked and we made it happen. And he's home now. Like 3 years ago, he was able to leave his corporate job forever. And we both work this business from home. It's incredible. I still get teary-eyed thinking about it. Like something that we love every single day. We don't have to go to work. We get to work our own hours. We get to be with our kids. We get to go on their field trips. We get to go to their soccer games and not miss any cheer events, and to do all those things with them that we were afraid that we were never ever, we thought we'd miss those things forever, right? And we had a why. We wanted to make it happen, and we were willing to push through anything. We've had ups and downs in this business. I've had days where I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. But my kids are more important to me than any excuse that I can make for myself. And now that Brian's home, it's that our kids do crazy expensive sports, cheerleading and travel soccer and competitive cheer and the costume, the uniforms and the travel, the hotel stays. Like, we could not do it if we weren't still working. I could never look at my kids and be like, you know what, mommy and daddy are living the life. We're doing what we love, but we haven't worked hard enough. So you can't cheer and you can't do soccer. That would crush me. Absolutely crush me. So there's no way that's going to happen. No way, no how. Like, they're going to do what they love because I get to do what I love. So that's my why. And that just goes to show you that, like, it took me some time, and maybe it's going to take you time, but email your coach, message your coach what your why is. You're going to share it in Rise University too, because that's part of our training, but write it down, put it somewhere you can see it every day. I always had mine on a bulletin board next to my desk. Now it's just ingrained in me. After 7 years, it's just in my soul. But in the beginning, like, I had to look at it every day and remind myself why I was doing this. So remind yourself, and, remember why you started, and just understand that it takes a belief in yourself, right? I didn't have the confidence in the beginning. It's something I had to grow, but believe that you can do it. If this girl that had no social media experience, no business skills, never owned a business, never even worked a business setting. I was a nanny and I worked in childcare, right? If I can do this, and I was super, super shy when I started, anybody on this call can do it too, can absolutely make it happen. So that's it, you guys. Does anyone have any questions? You can unmute yourselves. Let me check I can't even see the chat. I'm gonna have to stop the screen share. Oh my God, more people joined. I could only see my scrolling, or my slides. Look at all of you guys. Hey, Jackie and Kiddo. You guys are so awesome. Oh my gosh. Who else do I see? Who else hopped on here? Oh my goodness. Awesome. So there's got to be questions. There's so many of you on here. I couldn't have been that thorough. Let me see if there's any in the chat. Hold on. Oh, there's one. Nope. Just 50 burpees. Don't be shy.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, hey, you're welcome. This was so much fun.
That was great. I was able to join. It was really, really helpful. Thank you.
Good. It's also recorded, you guys, so I will post it to the team page, and I will also put it in our new coach chat threads. Maybe Darlene can share it. I'll share it with Darlene too, and she can share it with her team. No questions, you guys, seriously. Don't be shy. Hi, buddy.
You were so thorough. I didn't have any questions.
Oh, good. Yay. Awesome. And you're going to, like I said, you guys, it doesn't end here. There's so many more resources, and Rise University is going to help you so much too. And then honestly, don't ever be afraid to reach out to Brian or I, like friend request him too. He's always posting on the team page. We do this full time, you guys, and we always have coaches that reach out to us and they're like, I'm so sorry, I don't want to bug you. This is our full-time job. Okay, so we're here all day. We're here to help you. We are always willing to hop on a Zoom call like this, like face-to-face, chat with you guys. So, but you guys, this business is so, so powerful. It's just so amazing. And, it's changed our lives in more ways than I can even talk on a call about. But my favorite part is seeing you guys and instilling that belief in you guys, because I want you to know that you can absolutely do anything that you put your mind to, as long as you believe in yourself and you show up. You just show up to your health and fitness, you show up to your business, and you'll make it happen. Awesome. Okay, you guys, looks like my internet is going unstable again. So, awesome. Well, it's good to see you guys. Let's take a picture. Stay on. I gotta document on my stories, because all about social media. Oh, where'd the kiddo go? Ah, we lost him. I didn't get a picture. Oh, there we go. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Aw, I love it. So cute. I love it. Awesome. Thank you for your help, Darlene. Great, you guys. Take care. Best of luck. You guys got this. Bye, everyone.